So we'll get to that in a second. But first, you know what? Dating is a lot like debt. People make a lot of big mistakes all the time.
Tell us about it, Mike.
Well, man. 4 out of 5.
That's where our dating boot camp comes in.
Yeah, we have taken 2 dating disasters and in just 6 short weeks, hope to turn them into dating divas. Please welcome to week 2...
our first recruit, 26-year-old Emily Battles, who was actually rejected by eHarmony.com.
Oh, how's that possible? And our other recruit, 39-year-old Valerie, who was upset because all her ex-boyfriends are now married, and she's still single. 2 words, common denominator. Oh, sorry, Valerie.
Oh, I always say that, but you're absolutely right. So let's meet their dating drill sergeant, the author of Why Hasn't He Called? Dating coach Matt Titus is here. We also have body language expert Tonya Reiman joining us.
Okay, this is what they did. This week, Matt met with Emily and Valerie before sending each of them on their first mission. And that mission was meet some guys.
Here's Emily's big night out.
How are you?
Like he does with all his clients, Matt sat down to determine Emily's perfect partner.
All right, so you're 26, right?
Right.
What's the perfect age for a guy for you?
Probably no older than 35 and no younger than probably 26.
I don't want you to date a guy that's under 30. Guys under 30 are not candidates for relationships or marriage. What kind of guy is he?
The kind of geeky, funny kind of guy is more of what I would look for.
That is exactly what I would agree on. The type of guy would be good for you.
Next, Matt gave this virgin dater a lesson in Man 101.
Men are terrible at approaching women. They're terrified. So we're not going to wait for love to happen. We're going to go out and find it ourselves.
Emily's challenge, go to a bar and try to approach some men.
But I want you to definitely be the aggressive person and walk up to some men and introduce yourself. So you gonna be able to do this?
I think so.
All right.
Yes.
But the next night out with her friends, Emily was struggling to make a move.
Oy.
Despite a handful of targets, she was a handful of excuses.
I mean, I want my drink. I mean, I just feel like the guys right here are having like a legitimate business conversation. Shoot, where'd he go? Oh.
See, I told you.
Oh, I know, I lost it. My opportunity.
But then she spots a table of lads in the back. The girls then move to a closer table.
All right. How do I do this subtly?
Just don't give it a shot.
Oh, shoot.
And eventually, Emily gets the courage to say hi.
All right, here we go. Hey, I have a quick question. Do you guys live around here?
Oh, I'm so nervous.
Come here often?
Emily.
Cliche.
So what happened? So you go up to the guy. That would be hard, though.
Yes.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
It's like you're walking up to the table. Hi, guys. But what happened?
Well, it actually ended up being a kind of a cool ratio because there were 3 of us and 3 of them. So we got a little table in the back, and it turns out they were foreign exchange students from Ireland.
Oh.
Accents, ladies.
Yeah.
Yes.
They were probably a little bit young for me because they were still in college, university over there. But
Practice.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure. Okay, well, let's break this down, folks, okay? Let's take another look at Emily sitting at that booth while eyeing a guy over at the bar.
Oh, shoot, where'd he go? Oh.
See, I told you.
Oh, I know, I lost it. My opportunity. I swear I did not plan that.
Matt, you have to move faster?
Much faster. First of all, you know, when you're on a manhunt, there's some rules. It's very important. Number 1, you know, you target who you want. All right. You target who you want, you know, to notice you and who you want to walk up to. And you don't have a large time frame. You have to move move quickly. When a woman walks into a bar, you were with a group of girls, the other 2 girls were real attractive. You guys are a great pack. You need to walk through the bar and decide on what guys are cute. You know, check it out. It's your stage to perform on.
I'm telling you what they did wrong was sitting in a booth.
Exactly. What were you doing? You were like in East Jabit. I don't even know where you were. The whole journey to try to get to this guy that you missed would have taken 10 minutes. And why are you asking the girls whether you should approach them? They have never approached a guy. So, you know, listen to your coach and make it happen.
Good point, Juliet. Get out of the booth.
My girlfriends, we
won't
all
go
sit
in
there.
there.
We're like huddled in this little thing. God, you're not going to go in there,
I'm not going to go in there. I'm scared.
No, first of all, you guys, let's give her a round of applause for even going up to him.
That's true.
That was amazing.
Tonya, what did you see in the language there, body language?
Well, that was the key point. You know, we're animals, and as animals, we like objects in motion. So when you take yourself out of the motion and you're sitting there, you become invisible. So I agree. You have to find your target, walk right towards it, and kind of be out there.
All right.
We want to see you out there making yourself known.
Okay.
Making yourself known. After Emily approached the table, we give her credit for that, one of the guys asked if they could join Emily and her friends. The problem, there weren't enough seats. So let's take a look at how Emily handled the situation.
Well, we can maybe move that table over.
Okay, we are not moving anything.
I know.
We are in skirts and dresses.
Right. Ooh, there's a booth. I was gonna say they have big booths back there. I don't know if that's a private area.
What's your names?
I'm Emily.
Okay, the problem?
Are you a cruise director?
Yeah.
Are you are you seating people as well? Listen, you got up, you made the move, you told them to come over, you told them you want, you know, you were trying to make it happen. Why did you get up again?
Well, you know, I don't want to be dependent on a guy to move a table over. I can lift one up myself. And
I'm not buying that. You know, so basically, it's their move. You guys have, what did she say? You have skirts on?
Yeah.
So she had it right. You know, you threw out the invitation. It's up to them.
Tonya?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you wind up coming across as more needy when you're trying to reorganize things. And walking back and forth like that, it kind of look insecure. So you want to make sure you sit down. You made the move, and now you sit down and wait for them to take the
All right, let's take a look at this. When they're sitting down finally at the table, Tonya, what's going on? Let's take a look at this video with Emily's hands.
Yeah.
She's rubbing her hands together a lot, and we're not just playing this thing over and over again.
Your job here is to be as sexy as possible. You want to keep attention. And when you do this, it's a very anticipatory gesture, and it doesn't come across as very appealing. So, you know, you want to be more of a seductress as opposed to...
Did they just bring appetizers or something? Did they bring some chicken wings or something? What was this about? Is this...
maybe it was a little chilly.
Yeah. You had such great eye contact with everyone. You were doing so well. But you literally, once you did this, I actually saw the gentleman next to you.
What's that say to a man when women go like this? Like, ooh, the guys are here.
Again, you're a little fidgety, a little nervous, and you need to project yourself. You also introduced yourself, which wasn't on tape, to everybody. You made it a point after they sat down to look them in the eye and introduce yourself. That was powerful and strong and very sexy.
You're making progress.
You're making progress. Okay, Valerie is up next. Let's take a look at Valerie's night out on the town.
Hey, how are you?
Matt and Valerie got right down to business. Who is her perfect guy?
I have to say without hesitation, popular, funny guy.
Okay,
Good
great.
match.
Yeah, that's a good match
Yeah.
because I think that he will embrace, you
Right.
know, the sincere, wonderful person he sees.
I'm 39, so I would go maybe a year younger. Let's try 38 and above.
Look,
Yeah.
let's try something different. Let's say this guy is
Right.
between 40 and 44.
Ooh.
I want you to date a man, finally, okay?
My mom thanks you, by the way.
Good. How do you normally meet guys?
Whew. Lately, it's been at either friends' parties
Right.
or singles events.
90% of the time, Valerie waited for men to approach her, and Matt wanted that to change.
If you walk up to him and he's unreceptive or he blows you off, who cares? He's a complete stranger.
The next night, Valerie took his advice to heart and hit the bar, ready to hit on some men.
So what about you? Are you single?
Her first target, the bartender.
No, I'm not single.
You're not single.
It didn't go anywhere, but she pushed on.
What about this group over here?
She pounced on a pair of men near the front of the bar.
Now, what do you guys do?
So we're in database security.
And chatted with them for a long time before calling it off.
Thank you. This is fun.
She moved on right away to another pair.
Hello. How are you guys?
Oh, we're good. How are you doing?
Good. Is this like next night out.
For Valerie, the night was a success. 3 targets, 2 conversations. But would our experts call it mission accomplished?
I think what you notice about what Valerie did, and welcome Valerie,
Hi,
is
Val.
that you were like, moving. Did you feel like you just wanted to?
I feel like, can you take this heart and clunk it on my head? I'm like, are these heavy enough? You know, ow, actually they are.
But
Ice,
you
please.
didn't waste any time. Right to the bartender.
No, I did. Well, he was cute.
Yeah, he was cute.
I was like beeline for the bartender.
Is that bad though to get down to business that fast?
I know, yeah.
It's bad on a lot of levels. Please, everybody, don't hit on bartenders. They're not material, for serious relationships. They're taught to be charming, and they're hired because they're good looking. Okay, so please stay away from bartenders. Right.
And he was honest too.
Yeah, he was honest, but he was honest because you said, "Are you single?" That's a little scary. I appreciate your effort, but let's be a little coy, sexy kind of thing.
May I ask a question? How do you know? Because she's going up. You're telling her to go up to men. How do you know when men want to be approached?
It's very hard to read a man, and any man is going to appreciate a good-looking woman approaching him, no matter what the woman looks like or who the woman is.
Let me tell you how you do it. If we're breathing, we want to be approached by a good-looking
Exactly
woman.
right.
Come on!
Juliet, seriously, men love the attention.
What, do you think we're going to get scared?
No, I'm just saying that if
Sometimes
guys
you
are immersed in a conversation, and they're talking about business or they're married, I mean, how do you know?
Nothing's more important than a woman approaching a guy. Men love that, no matter if they're single or married.
All right, after speaking to one group of guys for a while, Valerie and her friend decided to move on, as we saw.
Thank you for talking with us. And it was nice meeting Andrew and Eric. Yes, this is fun. Nice meeting you.
Good luck getting through tomorrow.
Yes, I know. Here's to a better world and a better country to make a better world.
I'm into that.
Yeah. So thank you. This is fun. And again, it's always fun to say happy birthday. Thank you. This is fun. Thank you.
It was fun.
Yeah.
You made that clear.
Yes. I think that was my exit line. This is fun. Bye.
Did you thank them for talking to you?
It looks like...
No. It's an honor for them to speak to you. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's who knew this position.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
Don't thank a man.
Yeah.
Okay, he thanks you.
That's right.
There you go. Absolutely.
That's right.
Yeah, well, there were a couple of signs I thought that the interest level wasn't where it should be, and I think that you have to learn to read those signs. For instance, the gentleman who you were talking to in the suit never even oriented himself towards you. He sat this way and just turned his head. So that's a big sign. Typically, when you build rapport with somebody, eventually they're going to open up and they're going to lean towards you, and that's what I was looking for. Plus, there was an empty stool there, which he never even offered you.
But it still seems as if she was having fun.
Yeah, but because this is about practice, and that's what it's, you want to keep practicing.
No, but you're right. It's as much as my body language is watching their body language.
I got to say it again.
It's safe to say Valerie likes to have fun.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
Roll that. That's fun. That's so fun. That's fun. That's fun. Is it fun? Yeah, it's fun. And it's really fun. It's really fun. That's so fun. So it's kind of fun. So it's all good. It's all good. Well, this is fun. It's fun. Yeah, that's so fun.
Nervous chick.
Val?
Fun is the operative word. This is fun. Here.
Has this been fun?
Oh, this is fun.
Okay, Matt, what's in store for next week?
Oh, well, they're both going to be hooked up with one of the best guys, each of them one of the best guys in Manhattan to go out with on a date.
Wow. That's fun. That's fun. I know.
And if you'd like exclusive green room interviews with our recruits, if you'd like to see all that, log on to our website, emmajayshow.com. So we're going to keep following you. We have like 5 weeks left.
Thank you all very much. See you next week. Coming up on our show in about 90 seconds, the 5 dumbest ways to get into debt. You got to stop doing it.